Hello folks, today I'm going to be taking a look at the Mexico Battlefleet for Dystopian Wars by Warcradle Studios. Alright, let's see what's in the Mexico Battlefleet then. So we have a Mexico battleship, which will be resin, a couple of support cruisers that can be built in a variety of ways, Roanoke, California, Montgomery or Washington, some of the Patriot automata and a couple of SRS tokens. You can use a QR code on the side to take you straight to the build guides, or you can just Google Dystopian Wars and find it that way. So having a look, we get 8 plinth bases for your SRS. Get a set of ovals for the Patriot automata along with their flying stands. 2 sprues of those, so depending on your choices, go many ways. And then 2 of the squadron sprues. So these are the Union support squadrons. As you can see, we have our SRS, the main cruiser body, along with those big paddle wheels on the side. Your options, depending on how you're choosing to build it, whether or not you're using flight decks or guns. We also have our Patriot automata in the middle here, some of their big arms. Lots of cute little detail, all well numbered. Should be easy to put together. Everybody's favourite bubble wrap. Wow, and then 3 chunks of resin to make up our Mexico class. Looks like a really clean cast. The main hull. Big paddle wheel at the rear. Broadsides running all along. For main deck. Spots for turrets from the plastic sprue, I imagine. And then another generator, presumably for the front. Let's get them all built up and we'll take a look at them in closer detail. Alright, back and the Mexico Battlefleet is partially built. Starting off with the Mexico itself, very simple. Bridge section went on, generator went to the front, and then a couple of arc guns came off the sprue. Casting is very good. There was some slight flashing along the base of the miniature, but that cleaned up in short order. And then it was just a case of gluing it down. The ship itself, the Mexico, is 140 mil, just shy of 1.4 mil from prow to stern to that big paddle wheel. And a beautiful, beautiful piece of kit for your Union fleets. It can be supported by a couple of cruisers, so Roanoke here for launching SRS tokens. So obviously you get those along with the bases. Build on this one was very easy as well. Paddle went on each side. Then we just had the front bridge to build up along with the broadsides. And then our deck went on top of that with the main bridge here. I like how you can see the plane being brought up from below deck. So nice detail. Even detail there, which you don't need because nobody's seeing that when it's on the table. You know, best case scenario, you're looking at it from that sort of angle. But really nice ship, very simple build. I like the smokestacks. They're very crenellations on them I suppose. It's a good way of putting it. They just remind me of old-timey American steam trains, I suppose. The Roanoke is, where are we? About 90 mil from prow to stern. And a good way of supporting the Mexico. It also comes with 2 RC-52 Patriot automata. So, uno, dos. So again, I've just built 2 of each of these. Interesting thing about the construction on these, the flying stand goes into the front of the automata. But then I suppose when you're looking at it, you're seeing it from there. So you're not seeing the flying stand because it's in front, so to speak, which is an interesting way of doing it. Nearly every other time you would see it, that flight stand would be going into the back or sort of mid-torso or between the legs. So it does mean you're seeing a bit more of it at the front. But again, when you're looking at it from above, you're not really seeing that at all. If you are going to be spray priming these, you'll want to leave that stand off until they're primed and then glued on. Otherwise, you're going to have to mask the whole thing off with tape or putty to stop it from losing its clarity. I will say the heads, for me, are a little bit fiddly because it's that tiny little ball on the top, and I am not the steadiest at this age. But you have a couple of options. You can swap the weaponry round, so there's 2 types of Gatling and 2 types of, I think it's an arc. And then they're 1 for left, 1 for right. So you can make your 4 variants without them being the same, which is a nice little addition. But there you have it, the Union's Mexico Battlefleet. So there we have it, the Mexico for the Union. A heaving piece of resin with that massive paddle steamer on the back. Very interesting setup if you fancy adding it to the, I was going to say the enlightened, but the more enlightened side of the Union as they press into South America in the coming weeks / months. It'll be interesting to see what happens with them with these new ships on their side. Let me know what you think below. I'm going to move on. Until next time, bye-bye.
Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.